It all started because I was digging a post hole. That morning, I was out by the edge of my property putting in a new cedar post for a gate I'd been meaning to build for months. The post hole digger was barely 2 feet into the dirt when I heard that familiar shriek slicing through the air like a feral goose. "Excuse me. What do you think you're doing?" It was Karen, the self-appointed queen of the HOA, self-certified neighborhood spy, and full-time menace in a pastel visor. She marched over like I just detonated a bomb in her begonias. I didn't bother answering her. I just kept digging. She jabbed a finger at me. "You can't dig holes on HOA property." I looked up slowly. "This is my land. It's community land," she snapped. I checked the plat map. "I know where your boundary ends." The funny part? She didn't. I ignored her and kept working. 10 minutes later, I saw her storming back into her house. I figured she was going to write a nasty email or print out some fake fine and leave it in my mailbox like she always did. Nope. She called 911. About 15 minutes after that, a patrol car rolled up. The officer stepped out looking half annoyed, half embarrassed. "Sir, we got a call about possible unpermitted excavation." I stared at him. He stared at me. Karen ran up behind him, practically vibrating. "Arrest him. He's destroying HOA land." I wiped sweat from my forehead and leaned on the digger. "You sure you want to go down this path?" The officer sighed. "Do you have proof this is your property?" "Yeah," I said. "In fact, I've been waiting for an excuse to use it." I dropped the digger, walked into my house, and came back with a thick folder. Inside, the original property deed from the 1950s, updated surveys from 2 different companies, and a boundary plat stamped and signed by the county. The officer looked them over, then gave Karen a look like she had just reported a jaywalking pigeon. "This land is his," he said flatly. Karen absolutely lost her mind. She started ranting about fraudulent paperwork, special exceptions, and neighbors' rights. The officer told her if she kept it up, she'd be the one getting cited for filing a false report. I thought that was the end of it. But then curiosity got to me. When I went back inside, I pulled out the full property file I'd inherited from my granddad. I'd skimmed it once when I bought the place outright, but I'd never dug into the deeper records. That's when I noticed something wild. My land stretched farther than I thought. A lot farther. Karen kept bragging about looking at plat maps, but what she didn't know was that decades ago, the HOA developer had messed up the annexation filings. The HOA had never officially acquired the greenbelt strip behind the houses, or the drainage easement, or the walking path. All of it was technically still part of my parcel. And her house? The back deck extended 6 feet into that strip. I made one call to the county recorder and another to a real estate attorney who owed me a favor. Within a week, I had everything notarized, stamped, and recorded. 2 weeks after that, certified letters landed in the mailboxes of every HOA board member. They were trespassing. Their walking trail? Mine. The community garden? Mine. The drainage pond the HOA charged fees to maintain? Also mine. And I wasn't bluffing. An appraiser confirmed it and the county maps were corrected. The HOA had built a gazebo on land they didn't own and spent community money landscaping it. When word got out, chaos hit the board like a tornado in a trailer park. Karen demanded an emergency meeting. Too bad for her. That same morning, copies of the updated plat and property filings went public. The HOA's attorney quit the second he saw the mess. Their president resigned the next day. Within a month, they were forced to vacate every structure that touched my land and reimburse me for 7 years of unauthorized use fees or face a lawsuit they couldn't afford. When Karen came to my door, red-faced and shaking, she squeaked, "This is illegal." I didn't say a word. I just handed her the paperwork. My deed, the county filings, the survey, and the legal notice. At the bottom was the part she hadn't expected. HOA President Marlene Karen Holt knowingly misrepresented property boundaries on official documents and meetings. That alone was enough to spark an investigation into HOA fraud and misuse of funds. All because I dug a post hole. I still built the gate, by the way, and the trail behind it, locked, with a sign. Private property. Trespassers will be prosecuted.